Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We touched on this on the pressure washer video, which is there, and we talked about the fact it's been 15 years since this vehicle was ran. We towed it up, and yeah, she's a beaut, but we're gonna see if we can get her running. And yes, that is moss. Yeah, so yeah, so it's gonna be fun, and it should be interesting. But this is actually an old work van of mine that I had, and literally parked in the back. It ran actually up until the day it got parked, and then it was just kept as a spare vehicle in case one of the regular work trucks went down. We had the option to take this, so it's basically now full of storage. But so far the only thing we've done is put a little air in the tires and towed it here and hit some of it with a pressure washer. But we're going to continue, get it cleaned up with the pressure washer and go from there, see what we got to do to actually make this thing roadworthy.
From previous videos, you guys know that this thing has been sitting for quite some time. Brian, what do you think? How long?
15 years.
15 years. So it's just been sitting here, and you saw the pressure washing, so it finally got cleaned up. It looks a lot better. It still doesn't look good, but it looks a lot better. So let's take a look at the engine bay here.
Yeah, I had it open the other day. I pulled the old battery out of it, and yeah, there's a nest in here of some sort. How much you can see back there, but
yeah. Can you turn that on again?
You can see it better over here.
Yeah, there's all kinds of critters living in this thing. Something.
Blocking the sunlight on it.
Yep, down in there. Anyway, it's got a lot of time just sitting here, and so now we're gonna see if it starts up. All right, first thing is the battery.
Well, actually, earlier this week I didn't film it, just because I was trying to get stuff done. But I siphoned gas out, and then this morning we put some fresh gas in it.
Oh, so it does have fresh gas in it now?
Yeah.
How bad was the other gas?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And I know that there's still some in there, because obviously I wasn't able to get it all out, but at least there's some fresh fuel in there. I put a few gallons.
So it's a mix of bad gas and some good gas. That's fantastic.
Lacquered and
yeah,
fresh. The fresh stuff, of course, is ethanol goodness.
Did a terminal break?
Yeah, I think I might just. Let's see if it will work. Ants.
Yeah, there's a few ants floating around in there. So does that terminal going to be okay?
I hear the door chime. Like I said, I hear the door chime, so yeah.
Is the door open? I don't think any of the doors are open.
Right. Well, God only knows what, I'm guessing that's a squirrel nest that's in there.
Something's eating through some of the wires.
Yeah. I'd say it's at least a strong possibility.
Alright. Well, the battery's hooked up. Alright, we're going to see if it starts here.
All clear?
Yep. Woo! A lot of dust blowing out of it, but it actually started. Well, there you go, guys. After sitting that long, some new gas and a battery
Now we do have
just turned right over.
And that it does not have any oil pressure.
Oh, no oil pressure right now?
Yeah, no, it kept flashing on there. That's why I went in and turned it off.
All right. So no oil pressure. You're just going to check the oil level.
Yeah, and being the thing has sat so long, I mean, God only knows. I mean, I wouldn't think it'd be out of oil, but
You may have a leak somewhere.
yeah, well, that's what's on the tube, but it doesn't look like till you get down here that it's showing oil, so it might just simply be low on oil.
Huh? Add a little oil in. So again, this is a 1997 Chevy
E2500.
E2500.
You can see where the squirrels or rodents or whatever were chewing on the hood gasket. I'm not going to try to fill the oil up. I'm just going to get enough in there that we can start it back up and test out the tranny, try to put it in gear. And if it moves, I think I'm going to pull it up on the front drive and try to get it up on ramps to see about cleaning out the nests that are inside the engine compartment. Get the pressure washer in. I mean,
Let's go. Doing some removal.
Yeah, hoping nothing's alive in there.
Hold on for a second, let me see. Oh, that's good. Well, you've made some animals happy for a while.
A little bit of a fire hazard. That's what I think I can reach.
Hold it out. Okay.
Oh, there's scad more. All right, well, I say we start it back up and try to move it up on the driveway. See if the transmission is gonna go or move.
Well, it started up again, so there's a positive. Oh, went into gear, but that did not sound good. Again, 15 years of sitting. Didn't take too much to get it running. Alright, so we put it up on some ramps, but unfortunately, our ramps decided that they were going to give out some. This one cracked over here, and it's kind of warped. This one here is pretty much, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's broke. Just flat out broke. So we're going to have to put some jack stands underneath this so that it doesn't fall down on us when we're working on it. Those dark spots there, so that's why it needed oil. It looks like it's leaking oil from somewhere. So that's what we're going to do, is get underneath of this thing and take a look at it.
After 20 years of sitting rusting in a field, you know, it didn't do any good for it. But oh yeah, she definitely, yeah, it's hemorrhaging back here.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil coming out of it. Let's see if I can get underneath there, and yeah, there's a big puddle, that dark spot right in the middle of the screen. Yep. Right there. Yep. Lots of oil. So we'll put the jack stands underneath here and try to find out where it's coming from. Alright, so what do we got, Brian?
She's puking oil, so...
Yeah, I saw that big oil stain.
Put it under there to capture the oil. And, you know, from what I can tell, it's coming from up high. Obviously, we're going to have to figure out the source of that leak, but yeah, I heard the loud pop when I put her in gear, and I'm assuming that was the brake releasing. And like I said, it's been parked for so long that, you know, really, I don't even know. And I mean, you can see on this wheel, this is the height of how deep it was buried, and I don't even know what this is, but it won't come off. I tried it with a pressure washer, but yeah, it's you know, the front tire has some of it on there as well, but that's how far basically it's sunk in the ground. And amazingly, it's been what, 2 weeks since we had this pulled up, and all the tires have held air. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and the fact that it starts and
yeah,
and it fired right off, and I know that in the injectors right now it's all old lacquer fuel. I can't believe it would run off it, and obviously it's not running well. And it was you know, wanting to stall. I was having to do the gas and the brake at the same time, but I can't believe that the thing actually started. You know, I thought for sure we're gonna be, you know, digging into a lot of the controls just because of the nest. I thought the wiring would be chewed on, and obviously I'm assuming that's what that oil leak is from, where something, you know, a squirrel or rodent has chewed on the something, and but apparently they didn't get the fuel lines or the electrical or anything that I've noticed yet, because I haven't tested the lights or anything else to see what's functioning or what's not. But yeah, we'll get there.
All right.
3/8 and it's not 7/16, so it's gonna have to be better.
So basically what we're trying to do is take this cover off here so that we can get to the engine from inside the van.
Yeah, we want to see if we can locate the source of the oil leak and hopefully remove some of that nesting material from underneath the truck, so hopefully it doesn't catch fire.
So there's looks like it's 4 bolts that hold this cover in place. He's removing one of the bolts that looks pretty much like that one on the opposite side. I think the tabs actually broke on that one. Alright, there's a front cover, and hidden underneath the cover is basically 2 more screws or bolts.
There's a pack of chewing gum there.
Probably from the early 2000s. Right there. Looks delicious.
Get you some.
There's a plug attached to it, probably for the cigarette lighters and whatever accessory lights that there were. So the tray's out. Still have the tunnel cover there. It's like a strap on either side.
And this duct must be.
Basically just have to push down as hard as you can and get those things to slide right off.
It looks like that's actually all that holds it.
And there's
Gotta be careful.
no telling what's underneath there. Alright. Well, there you have it. That is a lot of grass and twigs inside that engine bay. So something's definitely been nesting in there. And there's a whole bunch of oil right at the top as well. So
We've already found the source of our oil leak.
yeah, that's quite the rodent's nest. I think there's a little wasp nest right there in the center.
Yes, mud daubers.
Mud daubers.
And a distinct smell of urine. There's another one.
Alright. Well,
Man.
we'll see. We'll start cleaning some of this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some gloves, man.
All right, let the removal process begin. I wonder if something's still living in there.
That's what I'm worried about. I still can't believe this thing started, dude. Hey, actually, it ain't so bad. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to try to start her up again to see if we can isolate where this oil leak is from. And I think we'll have to get in here with a blower to get the rest of the stuff out. I just don't know how else to get it. It's a lot of small debris laying up there in the valley. And yeah.
So you got the blower out, and we are going to try to... All right, I'm going to stand on the opposite side of the truck. Let's see what happens. Go ahead. I don't know if you guys can actually see it or not, but there is a lot of dust, leaves, and stuff blowing right out of there. That is just crazy. Some of the stuff that's blown out. But the engine bay does look a lot better. Alright, now that the engine bay's a little cleaner, I'm going to try to see if we can locate the source of the oil leak. So now, it looks like it won't start.
It needs its dirt back. Apparently
So,
that's what it was running on.
The only thing holding this thing together was the dirt, because now that we've pushed all the dirt out, it has decided that it does not want to start. So Brian, what do you think it is?
I bet it's that battery terminal, because I'm pretty sure I stripped the post out. So just tightened it.
Oh, there it goes. So yeah, terminal wasn't really on there that great, so. Alright, well, let's give this thing another shot.
There it is right there.
Right in the middle of the screen up, just stopped, but there you go. That's where the leak is.
I'm sure that's the, my guess would be that's the oil pressure switch. So, yeah, I don't know if you heard me out.
Yeah, it's going to be the oil pressure switch. So, wow, of all the things, that's not that bad.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like I don't see any chewed wires. You know, I mean it's amazing. You know, and there's still quite a bit of stuff up in the front. Well, not up quite a bit, but there's still some grass up in the front that I wasn't able to get. But yeah, we're gonna have to see about getting that little pressure sending unit and yeah, get some more oil in it, see what it'll do.
All right, guys. Well, it's time to go get some parts. All right, Brian. So what do we got going?
Well, I was just trying to see if I could get this thing out. No, it's gonna
require
yeah, I'm gonna have to find the pressure switch socket, which is gonna take a little bit of looking.
Okay.
I do believe I have one, but just not something I use very frequently.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the part 2 of getting this thing to be reliable again. All right, we'll see you on the next video.